Hello, welcome in everybody. We're on a raid train today, so we're just going to wait a few more minutes for folks to join us, and then we'll be ready to go. Hi, Creatively Inspired. We're going to raid you at 5 o'clock. So I hope you're ready. Got a lot of fun things today for the raid train. I did make a few things and put together a few kits and stuff as well. So hopefully we'll have some fun stuff that we can share. If I run out of items, then I'm going to run some of my D-stash stuff because I might run out of things. So we'll see how it goes. But absolutely glad everyone's joining today. And we have to thank What Doesn't She Do for organizing the raid train, which is can always be a headache. I also like to thank my dog, who's been so patient with me today because I haven't taken him for a really long walk yet, which he normally gets in the morning. So he's being such a good boy. Does anyone have any major plans for the weekend? Tomorrow is National Scrapbook Day, and it's also National Comic Book Day. And some folks might be celebrating May the 4th, if that's your jam. I'm going to a local market tomorrow that's kind of themed to May the 4th, so I'm very excited about that. I'll be recording some videos so I can put on my social channels. So I'm excited for that to happen, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Hello, everyone. We're just waiting another minute or so for our raid train to stop on by, and then we'll get started with everything. I did load stuff into the auction tab and to the bin. So if you get a chance, you want to go in there and look at that, go for it. I do have my I think it's 80 playing cards and game cards in there for $7. I have a vast collection of game cards and bingo cards. I have a selection from vintage all the way up to, contemporary. So you will get a wide array of cards. I typically put 2 of each card into your package. So you get at least 2 of each. Some are also oversized. So it's a really good deal. I know that might seem like a high price point, but if you need any cards, it's a good deal. It's a good way to get them. So definitely want to share that. I also have a lot of vintage postcards, so I have that in the bin as well. I think it's like two vintage postcards for $3, and I have a lot. A lot of them are Christmas and holiday, but I do have a lot of like flowers and like a lot of other vintage ones that kind of range from like the early 1900s to like mid-century, probably like 1950s. I don't have too many super contemporary ones. But I do have a lot of the older vintage ones. So, all right. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in for the raid train. Thank you so much to What Doesn't She Do for organizing this raid train for us. We're so happy to be on it. I'm so happy to be here. I really appreciate everyone joining us today. I'm going to go ahead and start a givey. The givey is actually going to be a couple of vintage playing cards. I was just actually talking about my vintage playing card collection, which is out of control. And so I will send you a couple of vintage playing cards as your giveaway. Probably ones with like either cats or dogs on them or flowers, something like that. So probably like from like 1940s, 50s, 60s time frame. I did load my bin today, and I also loaded the auction tab with the stuff that I made. So if you get a chance, you want to take a look, go ahead and do that. If you have anything you want to see that I'm not showing, I'm happy to show something when you're ready to see it. So just let me know. I thank everybody for being here, as I said already. I'm going to go ahead and show a couple of the things that I made today first, and then we'll go ahead and move on to some other items as well, just some other like fluttery items that are fluttery inspired, so to speak. So let me just lower you guys down a little bit. There we go. So this is one of my junk journals that I made. I did this one using actually some playing cards underneath here. That's what I used for the covers. And then I used some just regular, I used a box, I think, for the spine here. And then I put it all together with some paper and fabric. So this is fabric on the front. And here on the back, I found like a remnant of this beautiful fabric. I did also create the dangle here on the side. So you can see it's got the little butterfly charm, and then it's got a couple other little charms kind of hanging out there. And I did also put these resin flowers on there as well, just to spice it up a little bit, give it a little cool look. Thanks. This is some antique tape that I made. And I just put some of that on the front and the back just to give it like a little bit more interest. And I put a little word there, the enchanted. So then when you open this one, I did not put pockets in this yet. So anyone who gets it could obviously put a pocket in the front or the back. It only has one signature, but I did go ahead and add some. All right. So this is the so I also put in here some what do you call it? A coffee dyed envelope. This is a junk envelope. And then I also stuck in here this cool little um butterfly card. This was from a game. I got this game at an estate sale a couple of years ago, and I've been kind of slowly uh putting the cards into different things or using them in my giveaways. So I have that guy in there. There's a couple other pages of the coffee dyed paper, or tea, might be tea or coffee, can't quite remember. This is an actual vintage Italian invoice, and I think it's from like the late 1800s or early 1900s. And then there's just kind of like an older check that I put in there that was just it's just a blank check. And then also include some fun scrapbook paper that has butterflies on it. And then this paper here is paper that I created for my junk journaling kit, so I'll show that kit to you a little later. And then here's just, oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit you. And then here's just what it is as we kind of follow along to the back. Here you can see, okay, so this invoice is from 1921. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I went ahead and included that in here as well. So that is a vintage and real piece of ephemera. And then here's just the follow-up pages, the end of the other side of the envelope. I did cut off this edge too, so here's another pocket for you. And then there's that guy as well. And here's what it looks like on the inside with some more papers. So that's what this little junk journal looks like. You definitely could probably fit another signature in there too if you wanted to get really ambitious. I just was like I wanted to make sure I had it ready, so I didn't put another one in there. So, so I'll go ahead and run this for 15 seconds. And this one is running right now if anyone's interested in this. It is, I said it's big, but I mean that the butterflies are big on the front. It is actually pretty small. It's 4 inches by about 5 inches. So it's a little compact guy, but I really like this one. I love putting the charm on here and doing the little dangle. I thought that was really fun. So yeah, thank you. Thank you guys so much for your bids. I appreciate that so much. It always means so much to me when you guys like the stuff that I make. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Marissa. I appreciate that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to bring my bags over first. Let me just grab them. All right, awesome. Thank you. Go ahead and put that away. And there is my marker. So thank you so much, Marissa. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. All right, awesome. Okay, and then my next little guy, this one is really little. So this is a little journal. This one I actually made out of a like to-go cereal box. So I used and Lena, congratulations on the Givey. So I used one of these boxes, a Corn Pops box, and I just basically cut it, open, and then took off an end and the ends on it. So that's what size it is. It's like a 2x3. And this one is also covered in fabric. So I did cover this in some fabric, which is this really pretty, again, like a remnant that I found. I did also include another dangle. So this is what the dangle looks like on this journal. Got the pink butterfly and some pink heart beads there, and then a little bit more there. I did sew these. And then this is actually paper here. So this is a little embellishment from the junk journal kit I made. Thank you. And then I put this little on here, the Where Magic Grows. I thought that was kind of fun. So here, when you open it, I put in this fun little trim at the top there. And then again, I have an envelope here in the front that was coffee dyed. And then I included this little card. I know that's technically a moth, but moths technically flutter too. And some of them are really pretty. And then I went ahead and just added in some more pages. This one has a little guest check page in it that I stuck in there. Here's a few more. Here's another one of those blank checks, and some more coffee dyed paper, and then some of the scrapbook paper with the butterflies on it. And then this is some more paper from the junk journal kit that I made. There's the center portion, and then we just go and flip to the back and continue our pages along here. This one could also get a pocket in the front or the back. You definitely would have enough room here to put something in there. Then I also, here's the end envelope that also has the end cut off, so you can make it another pocket there. And that's what this one looks like. So I'll go ahead and run this one as well. And this guy is little, like I said, so he's about 4.5. Let's see. Okay, so he's 3 by 4.5. So let me go ahead and run this one. And it's gonna be for 15 seconds. And that one is also running right now in case anyone's interested. I thought this one was small enough to fit on a tray. Like if anyone does those trays anymore that has all the different like spring elements on them, like you could definitely set it up and it would look cute on like a spring tray. So thank you guys so much for looking at that one. And then this is my last junk journal that I made for today. I also made some tags and stuff, but this is my last junk journal for today. This is actually made out of a folio, like a folder from like an old doctor's office. So I chose to keep these things on here because they speak to what it was before I made it into something. I did add a dangle again. And then these are some vintage trims on the edges. So this is some beautiful fabric ribbon. I do have this ribbon available if anyone would like some. And then I added this, some fun stickers, and then also another one of the my paper embellishments from my kit. So this one's a little bit bigger, and this guy is 6 by 9. And so this one, when you open it here, this one does have a pocket in the front. And then I included in here one of those little cards. This is a little library card, and I put a sticker on there. And then this is just a guest check. And then on the back there is just, I decoupaged a napkin on there with some paper. So you could definitely use that as a journaling spot. And then here are some coffee dyed papers that I put in here, coffee and tea. I included some other wording in this one as well. So we have this little guy here. And then again, I put some, I put a little tag in here with the guest check, just a little piece there. You could definitely do more on the back of that if you wanted to. And then here's some more coffee dyed papers. This is a vintage airmail envelope, some more coffee and tea dyed papers. And then this is another vintage invoice piece. I think this one was from the it says 28 on it, so it must be from like 1928. This piece here is from a junk journal kit I did for Women's Day. So there are a few pieces and embellishments from there in that. So here we go, just some more dyed papers. Here's another one. I added some butterflies to this one, some stickers, so you get a little color on that one. And then got some more dyed papers. This is actually some old wrapping paper that I got at an estate sale. So I went ahead and made it into the centerfold. And I put some more words in here, just kind of, I don't know, something fun. I was just looking for fun words and statements to make. So I went ahead and did that. Again, these are all dyed, tea dyed papers that I did. Here's another one of those pictures from the women's kit. This is actually a card, so it actually flips up and open. And then I covered what the sentiment was with another piece of dyed paper, so can make it look like that. And that's a fun spot to tuck something and, to write a secret message. So yeah, this is from 1927, so it is an invoice from 1927. And then let me see here. Yep. And then here's another one of the airmail envelopes, and I went ahead and added another one of those guest check tags in. So that goes in there. Oops, make sure that closes on its own. There we go. And then I also added this cool vintage card to the back, and I made it into, again, another little flip spot. So I put some paper over this with some inking on the edges to cover up what the sentiment was, so that you could see it there. So that's what this one looks like. Obviously, you could definitely add more to the front cover if you want to, or the back cover. You could do a lot to this one as well. But that's what this one looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and run this one in case anyone is interested. All right. And this one is running right now. I appreciate your guys' bids, of course. So obviously too, if you don't like having this on the front, you could definitely take this off. You could probably soak this off or maybe pull it off. But I thought it was cool because it speaks to what it was before it was made into something else. I forget where I got these from. I think I got them from someone, like a D-stash that someone did of some ephemera that they had. So I thought they were really cool and they were the perfect size for a journal. So thank you, Charmy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, all right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for being here today too. Make sure you stay on the train. We're going to go see Creatively Inspired in at 5 o'clock. So we are still, the train is still a chugging along. So that's always fun and exciting. Okay, so let's see here. The other things that I worked on today. So these tags that I made by using some of the ephemera that is in the junk journal kit that I did for my for today. So I found these fairies with butterfly wings, and I thought fairies also remind me of fluttering, so that's why I decided to include them. Plus, they're beautiful and cute. So I did get these from off of Creative Fabrica, which is a website that has a lot of art on it, and I have a license there, so I can use their stuff in my makes. So there's 4 different tags. There's kind of 2 that kind of go together and 2 that kind of go together, but you can obviously do them anyway. I'm going to do you pick 2 for this. So this one is this beautiful fairy. She's really not a winter fairy. I thought maybe she was, but I'm pretty sure she's got flowers in her hair. I don't think those are snowflakes. So anyway, this is some vintage ribbon I had. And then on the back here, I just put some plain brown paper and then nothing is ever as it seems. And then I also included again some of my antique tape that I made. So that's one. And then I have this one too, very similar. It has a little bit more of a chipboard embellishment there on the front. And then on the back, there's also like a raised sticker. And then it says, she lost herself in Wonderland. And then I have this one. These 2 are actually on some more like cardboard. I used a box. So these 2 are more just paper. And then these 2 are a little bit heftier. So just FYI. So then there's also this one. And then on the back, it just says secrets down here, which I thought was kind of fun. And then this one again with the tape, the vintage tape. And then another one of the embellishments from the junk journal kit. And then it says believe in impossible things. So there's 4 altogether and you get to pick 2. So I'm just going to move them like that. Hopefully you guys can see them all in case anyone's interested. And let me see. Oh, that's the wrong price. Hold on one sec. I didn't fix the price when I listed this. So let me change that real fast. Okay. All right, awesome. So we're going to do pick 2 for 3. So I'm going to start the auction on these. And they're going to run right now. So they're running right now in case anyone's interested. You can do all kinds of fun things with these. They could definitely go into a journal, or you could use them, as like a card on someone's gift if they like this type of like theme or something. Could definitely use that. So they're kind of fun to play around with. Right, awesome. Thank you guys for looking at those. Okay. All right. I also put together a tag kit. And what I did for this one is I made a mock-up of the things that are in this kit so that you can see what the tag could look like because it doesn't have the guest checks in it like that one does. So this one is this kit has 3 tag bases in it that are chipboard, and then it has all the papers you would need to make the 3 tags, and it has much more stuff in there than that. So you'll definitely be able to get more tags out of it. So this is kind of what the tag looks like. My tags are pretty big. I normally make them pretty big. So this is an 8 by almost 8. Oh, sorry, not 8 by 8. Sorry, it's 8 by 4. Sorry, 8 by 4. And so you could definitely put more words on it. You could do stamping on it. You could do all kinds of things to this. But this is what the tag would look like. And then within this bag is basically everything you would need to do that. So I did include some trim. I included this really cool piece of sari silk, which I thought would look nice with many of these colors. I included the 3D stickers here because I only used one of those. So I thought I'd include that. I included some of these pieces of my coffee dyed paper because you could definitely rip and tear those and put them on here in different ways. I included the 3 tag bases. So that's what these are. And like I said, they're made out of like a manila folder type paper. I included some more of the brown paper, so you could use that on the back. There's definitely some chipboard words in here. There's some more dyed paper. There are some butterflies that you could cut out to use as your embellishments. which are here. So there's some big ones. And then there's also like this little piece, which you could also include as like a piece of a snippet. There are book pages here that were dyed. So these were dyed with tea. And you could definitely use those. That's what I used as the backing on that. And then I included some scraps from the some of the pages I put into some of the junk journals. Here's some more butterflies you can cut out. Here's another one. Here's some more of that paper. And then I put in this one, I ripped some stuff off of it to make this tag. So I'm just including the piece for you. So it's a full 12 by 12 sheet, but I took some off the top there to make my tag. But I figured I would include it for you as well. And it does have like the chipboard in it, chipboard words and stuff like that too. So it's got everything you need to make at least 3 tags. You could probably get more tags out, but it has 3 tag bases in it. So that is the that is what is in here. So let me just put everything back so we don't lose anything. And then we'll go ahead and run this in case anyone's interested in making their own tags. Okay, let me see. All right, so I'll start the auction on the, hang on one sec. I'll start the auction on this in 1 second. All righty. All right. All right. So this guy's running right now. So you can definitely make it to, a tag that would look something like this. I didn't include too many frames, but I did include at least 1 frame in there. But you definitely could get some fun tags out of this. And I think you could obviously can use them for the stuff or whatever you want. But thank you, Marissa, for your bids. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Marissa. I hope you enjoy making your tags. All right. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So the other thing I made for today was this junk journal kit. So I thought I'd show it to you. If you guys have seen my junk journal kits before, they're normally they're 8.5 by 11. These ones I got printed at Staples, so they were professionally printed. And I used a lot of pages and elements, like I said, from Creative Fabrica. And so let me just show you what the pages look like. So this one, I kind of did like a pink green feeling. I also did do an overlay on this of some like a lace page and then kind of made it transparent. So it does have a little bit of texture on the edges here, which I think is fun. So there's that page. And then I have this page as well, which is really cool. This also has an underlay in it of some lace paper that I've used before. And again, I made it transparent so you couldn't see it all the way through, but it gives it like a nice look. This one I grunged up a little bit with a fun little frame here on the bottom. And again, another one's a little grungy there, depending on your style of junk journal. And then there's also this one. I love this one because it kind of looks like wallpaper, but it's really fun. And then you also get, hang on, before I do these sheets, let me show you the other butterfly sheets. And then I also included these butterfly sheets. I did them in a few different colorways, so you would have choices if you wanted to do them kind of differently. So there's some that's like blue and pink, and then this one's kind of multicolored, and then this one's a little more muted. So these are like all the like full pages that you get. So you get, let me see how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you get 9 full pages that you can use in your junk journal as like actual pages, or you could obviously cut them apart or, use them however you wish. And then you get these pages, which are kind of like your embellishments. So you get this one, which has 2 of the smaller guest checks on it. And then down here, it has a few of the sayings that I used. And then a couple butterflies you can cut out. Then you get the big guest checks that I did with the fairies on them. So you get these 2, and then you get these 2. And then you get another page of butterflies. And then you get another page of butterflies. So there's a couple different looks here. The colors are a little different, but they're all kind of the same, like look and feel. So I'm just gonna do these. If anybody wants a set, I have 3 sets of these already printed. So if anybody wants a set, I'm gonna do the printed out ones for $5. If you want the file so that you can print it out forever and ever and ever, that's in my buy it now. And I will email you a link to a place on my Google Drive where you can get it. But this is 14 pages, and this is part of a lot of the things I used in the pieces today is what's in here. So thank you. Thanks so much, everything. Thank you for your bid. All right, awesome. Thank you. I'm going to run it one more time just in case anyone wants another set. And then we will move on to the next, just in case. So I'll run this one next. So these are all the printouts. Again, 14 pages, and you get some really fun sheets. I did also cut out from some of the bigger sheets, some of the butterflies, because I wanted to use them. So you can definitely use them in different ways. But all right, awesome, guys. Thank you. Thanks for looking at those. I appreciate it. Okay, let me see here. I'm also going to show these two. These are actually in my buy it now, but I'm going to show them to you as well. So this is the Women's Day, Women's Day kit that I told you about. So these are the actual tags and then some embellishments from that kit. So it's not the full pages. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of embellishments. So basically I made these to be tags. And so it's got, this look on it. I added these papers and then added some shadowing. So there's that one. Then you have this one, these, and then I did a couple of these at the end with this guest check. And then I added, these are actually vintage, they actually might be antique. Cutouts that I got from someone on here, and then I scanned them. So these are scanned images that I pulled from my own collection of ephemera and put them on there. And then there's some more of them here. So these are all scanned images. And then on these, I added some little butterfly embellishments just to pull the theme all the way through. So let me go ahead. I'll run these two if anybody wants this set. It is in my buy it now, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. There we go. So this one is also running right now, and this is 6. This is 6 pages. So you get the big tags, 4 pages of the big tags, and then 2 pages of the guest checks with the vintage cutouts that I scanned and put on there. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for looking. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything I made for today. So now we'll go ahead and go through some other butterfly goodies that I listed in there. Let me see. Okay. First, I have some leftovers of these butterfly charms, the ones that I put onto my books today. So I have 7 of these left, and they do already come with the eye screw at the top. So you could add them to something and they're ready to go. They're really cool. I like the fact that there's some bright colors and also just some very light colors in here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 7 of those left. So those are, let's see where I put those. Hold on. Here they are. So I'm going to run these for $2 for all 7 of these little guys. These are really fun. You could actually make these into earrings. Like there are definitely a few sets in here that are the same. So you could definitely make them into earrings as well. Or, even a necklace for a little kid or something. Like they're really cute. So I just made them into my dangles. All right. Thanks for looking at those. I also have these beads left, the strand of beads. So these are, and I also have a couple that I had put onto an eye pin and then I didn't use them. So I'm going to include those as well. So I think I have 1 or 2 of these in here. I think there's, let's see, 1 or 2. Okay, there's 1, 2. Yeah. So there's one like this, which has a few clear beads on top and bottom. And then there's this one, which is just the butterfly. So these are ceramic beads. I got these at Joann's before Joann's went out of business, RIP. And so you get those 2 that are already on the eye pin, so they're ready to go. Basically, you just need to give them a jump ring, and then you get the rest that are in this bag, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get 9, 10, 8. So you get 10 total. 10 total of these beads, which are so cute. And you can't get them anymore because I work at Michael's and we don't have anything like this. So apparently Joann's was the only place you could get them. So I'm going to go ahead and run this as well. These are running for $2. These would also make very cute earrings or even a bracelet. I think those would be super cute. They're not too heavy, but like they're heavy enough to feel like you have something on. You know what I mean? I hate it when you wear stuff and it's like so light you can't tell that you're wearing anything. All right. Thank you for looking at those. And then I also got these. I just took these out of the package. I shouldn't have, but I did. And then I didn't use them. So these are some flat back resin butterflies. I did get these at the Hoblob, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I think they'd probably go better with hot glue than like glitter glue, which is what I typically use. And they're really pretty. They have very cool coloring on them. Like they're really, really lovely. So this is what comes in the package. Like I said, I opened the package and then threw it away before realizing I wasn't going to use them. So, just sharing them with you. So those are also $2. They're in the store right now. I think they're part of their spring collection, but I thought they were really pretty. So I love resin. They're not totally flat back because the wings are up a little bit, but all right, cool. Thank you guys for looking at those. All right. All righty. All right. I also went into my vintage postcard stash and I found some with things that flutter. So we have this one, which does have butterflies here on the side. And basically has a little message on the front there. It says it was from J.K. Prince in Buffalo, New York. I'm from upstate New York, so I know where Buffalo is. And this was postmarked in 1916, 18, 1918. Has that one set stamp on it. So this is definitely a vintage postcard. So there's that one. Then I have this one. Again, I have this with a bird on it. Birds flutter, right? So I included this one as well. This is a really pretty postcard. This one was used but not put through the mail. So I'm not sure. I don't think, unfortunately, it has a date on it. It has a divided back, so it must be after like 1908 or whatever that date is. But it's really, really pretty. And it's nice and embossed too. So it has a little, you can see here on the back that it has embossing. It's got the raised edges, so it has a little bit of texture, which is nice. And then I also found this one with a couple more birds as well, and this beautiful trumpet flower. And this one again was also not postmarked. This is probably a little older. I would guess this is from the 1940s or 50s, and not as early as these other two. So you get all three of those, and we're gonna do them for $2. And that is running right now. So you get all three of these vintage postcards for $2. And they're running at the moment, if anyone's interested. All right, cool. Thank you guys for looking at those. I appreciate it. Right. And then I also found these are from a game. I did put a couple of these in my junk journals today. So these are from a game that I found like I said, an estate sale many years ago. I honestly don't remember what the game was. I don't think it was a matching game. I could be wrong. But I don't remember there being two of everything. So there are some butterflies in here. There are also some moths in here. So keep that in mind. But there are 14 cards. Like I said, I have gone through a lot of these because I've given a lot of them away in I've done a lot of them in my game card packs because they're so pretty and so different. So these are all the ones I have left. So there's 14 of them total. And I'm going to go ahead. Hold on one second. All right. All right. We're going to go ahead and start these. And they're running right now for $3. So you get all 14 of these cards for $3. They're black and white on the back and then in color on the other side. So they're really pretty. And they do say on the bottom like what the insect is and then like what its name is and like its Latin name I think is also on there. So they're really cool actually. I don't think they were for like butterfly watching. I feel like that would have been not quite right, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, so thank you for your bids. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for your first purchase. Welcome. So glad you're here today. I hope you're enjoying the train. I think everybody's been having a pretty good time. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark that. Oop, 2 R's. Okay, awesome. Thank you. you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me see. All right, we're not going to do those. Okay. All right. And then I also found these. So these run the postcards again? Sure. Here are the postcards. It will run again. Absolutely. Let me go ahead. All righty. And I'll start that. Okay. All right. And the postcards are running. Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad you like them. I love these postcards. I think I love vintage postcards. I can't keep myself away. I have to not watch. If I catch Popeye on like Saturday night, I'm doomed because I will spend money on his like half-pound postcards. Oh, forget it. I'm doomed. So awesome. Thank you, Sharon. Let me put these with yours. I'm planning to get everything in the mail tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will have your goodies early next week. All right, so I did also find these. These are actually from K and Company, and K and Company doesn't really make stuff anymore. But these are some beautiful 3D butterfly embellishments. I adore these. I've had them for actually a pretty long time, but I haven't used them yet, so I'm gonna let them go. But yeah, these are absolutely gorgeous butterfly. Like I said, they're 3D, so they've got some nice lift on them, and then it has this beautiful flower at the bottom, which is so cute and pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this one. And we'll start the auction on this too. And so this is running right now. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for the bid. I appreciate that. Does anybody have big plans for the weekend? I asked earlier, but nobody said anything. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you. Okay. Ooh. Having a show. Yeah, exactly. That's my big plan. I'm having a show. All right, awesome. Okay. Oh, and also, so this is the paper pad where the yellow butterfly paper came out of. So it's this paper that's on the bottom here. And so there's two pieces missing because I used two pieces out of this. Oh, that's fun. I hope I hope she has a great birthday. So it should have 36 sheets, but now it has 34. And this is another K and Company 12 by 12 paper pad. This is absolutely gorgeous paper. K and Company made beautiful paper. They don't obviously again make it anymore. This is the paper, the butterfly paper. There are other butterflies in this, but that was the one that had the most butterflies. Like you can see here on this one on the back, it's got this beautiful field with like butterflies on it. So I love all the colors in this. They're like spring and fall kind of because there's like yellow and red. Like it's just so gorge. So it's all double-sided, 34 sheets, brand new. I opened it today. I love this paper. Brand new, but it is old. See if there's a date on this. 2011. So this is from 2011. So it's not vintage yet, but it will be soon. And I'm going to go ahead and run this as well. Let me see. All right, hold on. Hang on one second, guys. I just need to fix my listing so it's heavy enough. All right. Okay, awesome. We're going to run this. It's going to start at $5 and it's going to run for 15 seconds. And this is running right now. So 34 sheets, double-sided, K and Company paper from 2011. Just missing two of the butterfly sheets, but it is absolutely gorgeous. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for looking at that too. I appreciate it. Okay. Here's another paper pad. Now this one's harder to see because it is fully closed. I just got this not too long ago. And it's absolutely beautiful. And it has some really great papers in it. It's from American Crafts. And I love this one with all the frames on it. I know it's a little hard to see, so I'm trying to make it like adjust there. It's got this beautiful bow paper. And there is one with butterflies. Which one is it? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not bows, that's butterflies. Sorry. It looks like bows from far away. Yep, but that's the butterfly paper. Sorry. So it's got some, and it's also got bunnies, so it could be good for Easter next year. Got some beautiful florals, and this is hearts, more florals. There's one that looks like bookmarks or tags you could cut out. I think this one is actually bows. Yeah, that's bows. This one with the swans is really pretty. Sorry, I know it's not really um, focusing. You can see them a little bit better on the front. So I thought this was gorgeous. I think this is, yep, this is single-sided 6x8, and it's 36 sheets. And again, it is brand new. So we'll go ahead and run this one. And actually, hold on one second. Let me make sure. Oh, this is pretty heavy. This is almost as heavy as that 12x12 paper. I'm a little nervous. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead. Oops, sorry. Hang on, guys. 1 second. Sorry. This is what happens when I do listings for like multiple things. Okay. All right. So this one is brand new. And we're going to start right now. And this one is running. So again, this is some beautiful, brand new. It's actually sealed on all 3 sides. So I mean, it couldn't be more brand new. But I really love this paper. I think this is beautiful for spring, especially, but really love it. Love those butterflies down there. I like how they're floral. They're really pretty. Cool. All right. Thank you guys for looking at that. And then I also have this set of, it's called Papery. It's, I think there's, okay, so there's papers and stickers in here. And this is by Maggie Holmes. If you guys don't know, she's a scrapbook paper like designer. She does other things too. She's an artist as well, but she makes some really pretty scrapbooking paper. So this comes with 200 pieces total. So everything up here on the top, these pieces are all what are paper. And then on the bottom here, these are all the stickers that come in here. So they're all kind of like, I think the stickers are kind of a little bit more like washi stickers. So they're a little bit light on the lighter side, but there's a ton of really fun embellishments in here. There's also some great butterflies. Again, this is also brand new, so I don't really want to open it just because it's new. If you guys want me to open it, let me know and I can, but since it's new, I hate to break the seal on it. But it has 200 pieces in it. This is pretty stuffed packaging. So this package would also be cool to make some type of junk journal out of, like a junk journal with a window or something. That'd be really fun. So anyway, so this is a very cool piece, and I love all these different embellishments here that you've got. There's some tags in there and some music sheets. And then there are like butterflies with the stickers. There's a couple different ones, and some frames, like some really fun ones down there. So there's a lot of really fun stuff in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this. And it's also running right now, and it is brand new. If you would like any fun embellishments, thank you guys for bidding. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it. And welcome. Thanks for your first purchase. Please go ahead and bookmark my shows if you haven't had a chance, and make sure you follow me. I will be on a raid train next month, at the beginning of the month, the Junk Journal Jamboree train. So that will be really fun. That's always a really great weekend of shows. We have a lot of great crafters here and whatnot who make amazing things. And then I also do destash shows as well. So I've been destashing quite a bit lately. I've got quite a bit of stuff that I'm still destashing. So I hope you'll come and check those shows out as well. I'm trying to be as regular on my shows as possible so that you guys get a chance to see me if you need something. And you can come and we can hang out and chill and be cool. So let me grab a few other things here. I'll be right back, guys. I'm coming. All right, awesome. Thank you guys so much for staying and sticking around. I appreciate it. This is a really fun stamp. I actually got this from an estate sale not too long ago. So this is a little bit more of my D-stash stuff. I'm kind of out of butterfly stuff, you guys, to be honest. So I'm gonna run some stuff that's like springy and kind of fits in the theme, but I don't have a ton of butterfly stuff left. I'm so sorry. So these are some really fun stamps. They are rubber stamps. I honestly don't know if she ever used them. I got them from a lady who she had an amazing sewing room and craft room, and she had a lot of fun stuff in there. It does also come with this little black ink pad, but I probably would replace that with something else. These are from England, actually, so it's really fun little set. I also love this packaging, and again, I would keep it and use it for something. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these. We're gonna start them at $2. And these are running right now. They're super light, so that's kind of nice. But those are running right now. Hi, Journal Junkie. Welcome in. Oh, thank you for your bid. I appreciate it. These are really fun stamps because they're nice and small, and you can use them a lot. Like I like to have smaller stamps for things like tags and stuff like that. So I'm not like, using some giant stamp to stamp in like a corner or something. So thank you, ID Lynn. I appreciate that. Okay, so you're back. All right. I also found these amazing vintage appliques at her house, and I love all of them. So there is this bird one I wanted to share with the butterfly. So this one is so cute. I love these so much. These are iron-on, but obviously they're a little bit on the older side. So I don't know if I would necessarily, I would probably reinforce them with something. So this is the first one. So it comes with the two little appliques there, and then we also have this really cute little kitty one with the heart. And then there's also this fun Americana like angel one with the flag, which I think is very cute. It's so like, farmhouse to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these, and you guys can pick the one that you want. I'm gonna start them for $2 and just pick the one that you are interested in. Let me know if you win the auction, which one you want. These are really fun. I think these are nice. I think these could easily go on the front of a journal. If you were, because they're nice, they're a nice size, they're nice, they're fabric. So I think they would look very cool on the front of a journal, personally. I really like the cat one, although I don't really like cats all that much, but I got it because I thought other people might. But I thought those were really cool. Thanks, Charmy. Which one did you want? The cat. You bet. Who doesn't want the cat? Awesome. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, I'll move the other ones off to the side. I also have these two borders, which are so cool. And there's flowers in them. And I thought there was also butterflies in them. Let me see if I'm right. I thought there were butterflies in here, but if not, it's super springy. So to me, it kind of fits. But these are felt borders from, and this is just missing a piece up here. For some reason, it came off. So that's all that is, but it wasn't actually used. So this is all florals. And so I have two of these. I have one in purple and then I have one in green. And these are older. These are from Queen and Co. If you guys are card makers, you might know who Queen and Co. is. They kind of, I don't know. I kind of think they started the shaker card craze. They do a lot of shaker cards and fun shaker bits. These are from the Hoblob, like forever ago. They still have the Hobby Lobby price tag on them. I got them in a D-stash. But there's both of these, and they're really cute. I had a pink one, and I used it for a pocket in a journal as well, like in the front, because it is a little, the fabric is stiff, like the felt is a little stiff. And yeah, exactly. And the fabric is stiff, but so it can hold something like in a journal. Like you could definitely do that. So you just got to be careful because obviously it's see-through. So you just have to like make sure you really, get it glued down well. So I'll go ahead and run these, and you guys can I'll run them both for $2, starting at $2. So you guys can have them both if you want. But these are both running right now. I've also cut apart these before and just used the flowers as embellishments. Like I needed a flower a certain color, so I like cut them from the roll, and that's worked out really well too. So I think that would be fun with them. Excellent. Thank you, Charmy. I appreciate your bid and your purchase. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Speaking of other spring fun things, these are so cute. Again, these are from the Hoblob. I don't think I used any of these. Yeah, I didn't use any of these. These are stickers. I love these bows. They're so adorable. Just really cute, very cottage core. So adorable. So I thought I'd run these two. So I'm going to run these next. They're starting at $2 as well, and they are brand new. They're stickers, and there's 24 in there. So thank you guys for looking and for staying in the show. We're going to go see Creatively Inspired at 5 o'clock. So you're almost done with me, but she's coming up next, and I'm sure she's going to have some amazing items to share with you. This, if you want to make tags, this is the pack of paper to get. So I will tell you, this is probably about 15 ounces. It's a little under a pound, I think, of paper. Some of it is scraps. Some of it is just some handmade paper that I got in a few different packs of paper. And I've used what I need to use. And so now I'm passing it on to someone else. But there's some amazing handmade papers in here. This one has like velvet on it. These ones kind of look like batik to me. There's just some amazing. This one, like I love all of the sparkles on that one. This is a piece of just regular like scrapbooking paper. There's also crepe paper in the back of this. So there's some amazing pink crepe paper back here, which is always fun to play around with. There's also some larger pieces in the back. Let me see here. Hold on. I'll show you a few of the bigger pieces back here. So again, some of this is like really fun. Like it looks like almost like handmade paper. This one is like embossed, which is beautiful. So these are really fun. I've used these in a couple books that I've done. I bought some for a special book that I was working on because I wanted a few different things to put in there. There's also, again, like I said, some regular scrapbooking paper in here. So there's a lot of fun bits and pieces in here to play around with, and colors and themes. So you really can find quite a lot in here. I think there's like a book page or two in here. Here's some more of the handmade paper. I love this handmade paper. This is actually, it's like so thick, it like sticks together. But this stuff is really nice because it is nice and thick. So yeah, and it has nice, what I like about handmade paper and paper like this is that it has so much texture, which I really like putting different textures in my journals. That's kind of what I'm always going for. So here's how much it is. It's about 2.5 inches wide. And so this is all of the scrap paper. So I'm going to go ahead and run this one. And let me just change my weight real quick on this so that we don't get in trouble. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. And yeah, okay. And I'm going to run this for $4. And it is running right now. I did adjust the weight, so I know it says 4 to 7, but I did adjust the weight on it. So FYI, just make sure you're watching out for your shipping. But yeah, I love all the paper that's in here. Thank you, Charmy. I'm so happy. I think you'll love playing around with this. This is great to make tags with because you can pull it out and use it, and it's like they're smaller pieces, so you're not wasting like a whole big sheet of 12 by 12. And you get to have like a different look and feel, but you can still match your theme because of all the colors. So it's really great for that reason, for sure. I also have these kits that I got. These are from 49 and Market. And these are actually like a junk journal starter kit. So it comes with like a 6x8 composition book in here, like their version of a composition book. It's not like a real composition book. With 8 heavy duty pages. And then it has a pocket folder. And then it has a sheet of these label stickers that are on the top. And so they're both these like themed colors. So this one is Mariner, which is this really cool blue. And then this one is pewter. So you can get either one. I'm going to do it as choice. These are currently on the market for 49 in Market. I think they cost like $9 or $12, something like that. I looked them up the other day. So they are currently available. Let me see here. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to run these at $5 each. And like I said, you can choose one. So the auction is for one. And you can let me know if you would like either one. What's good about these is that the paper in here more than likely will be great for mixed media because it says it's like heavyweight. I would imagine it is heavyweight. 49 in Market does a lot. Thank you for your bid with mixed media. So you know that the pages will stand up to whatever you want to do to them. Thank you, T.S. Flynn. Thanks for your first purchase. Which one did you want? The blue or the gray? I feel like I'm watching a Civil War movie. The blue and the gray. The blue, you bet. I know it's so pretty, isn't it? I love that blue. It definitely caught my eye when I saw it. All right, awesome. This is your bag. Okay. Oops, where'd my marker go? It's probably hiding. Oh, there it is. Told you. I told you it was hiding. All right, T-spline. Awesome. Okay. Ooh, thank you so much. All right, hold on one second. I also have some beautiful of the trims that I used on some of my journals today. So I thought I'd share those with you as well. So I do my trims as $2 a yard. So the yellow I used on the folio journal is actually yellow ribbon I used is actually this yellow ribbon. And this is a fabric ribbon. So, and it's really nice. It's about 2 inches wide. It's really pretty. I love that one. So there's that one. I also have this really cool lace, which kind of would match it. I don't have any more of the yellow and green ribbon that was on that one. That one was actually, I used all of that up. So I don't have any more of that. And I also have this really cool green one. I love this one because I think it would be thick enough to make pockets out of, which is one of the reasons why I got it. And it has like a cool like velvet feel to it. So this one is also like 2 1/4, 2 5/8 wide, 2 1/2 wide. It's so pretty. It's got like, yeah, it's got a really cool like velvet texture, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna put them out here. And if anyone's interested in any of them, just let me know and I will cut them for you. I also have this one, which I used as some of the embellishment on some of the tags I made today. And then, oh, I used this one as an embellishment on some tags too. This pink rose one, which is absolutely gorgeous. This one, I actually, when I used it on the tags, I actually cut it in half because it was a little too wide for the hole I made in my tags. So, and what's good about this is because it's so sturdy, like it doesn't like ruin the integrity of the ribbon when you cut it, which is great. So that's fun. You can get like double what you need out of it. And then I also have this pink, which is so cool and also very wide. So we have this pink one as well. Again, it's that fabric ribbon. It can be hard to find fabric ribbon, so I wanted to share it with you guys just in case anyone is interested or hasn't worked with it before. It's really fun. I also have this adorable teddy bear one, which is so cute. So if anyone's interested in any of these, let me know and I can cut them for you. Again, it would be a yard for $2. So 36 inches for $2. I also have this really wide blue one. Yeah? Which one, Charmy? Which one did you want? Ugh. The pink rose and the bears. You bet. And then I also got this one the other day as well. This one doesn't feel like it feels a little more plasticky, but I think it's still like fabric. Like it's just got like maybe a little different like oh, it says it's acetate. So I guess it's not fabric, but it still has like the same like idea to it. It's like stiffer, you know what I mean? So okay, cool. Let me cut those for Charmy and then we will go ahead and move on. Hold on one sec. Alrighty. One. Of course, that means I have to find my scissors, which I had out here right before we started. Aha, here they are. Okay. And for the green, you bet. The last large one I showed was like a blue, and it's kind of like it kind of looks like a Holly Hobby blue to me. So this is what the last large one I showed was. This one. It's like got blue and pink on it. All right. Alrighty. Hold on one sec. That as well and the green. Okay. You bet. I see your request, guys, so I will get to you. So just hang on a couple seconds here. Alrighty. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to make a quick listing for this and I will let you know when it's ready to bid on. And this is the green one you want, right, Charmy? Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to hit you guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this one is so cool. I think this would definitely make like a cool belt or something. It looks very like Art Deco to me. I feel like it would have made a cool belt on like a cool flapper dress or something, like a drop waist. I think it would have looked really cool. Okay. All right, awesome. All right, Charmy, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adjust this listing to what it is for you. And then I'll start it. And everybody, this is just for Charmy because it's just her ribbons that I just cut for her. So nobody else bid, please. Hold on. Okay. And oops, sorry. Hold on. There we go. All right. I'm just going to run it for 7 seconds, Charmy. So be on the ready. All right. And I'm going to do sudden death. All right. So these are for Charmy's ribbons, you guys. So Charmy, yep, go ahead and bid. Thank you so much. All right. Awesome. And then let me see. Pink rose bears. Okay. 1 yard of the large pink and one of the green for Marissa. So the large pink is this one. I know we got to go in a minute, so I'm gonna do this as fast as possible. I'm actually probably gonna actually end up writing down the last few. So this one, and then the Marissa. All right. Da, 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 da. All right. This one is for Marissa's ribbons, you guys. So nobody else bid, please. And 7 seconds. Okay. And it's running right now. And this is just for Marissa, you guys. All right, Marissa, those are your ribbons. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. And then let me see here. Okay. Okay, so for JK, I'm going to do this is also for this next one is for JK. This is for your 2 yards of ribbon. I will cut them after the show because we need to go raid. But JK, these are your ribbons running right now. So those are the 2 yards you asked for. Thank you so much. I got to write it down before it goes away. Awesome. Thank you. JK. Okay, so JK, you wanted pansy and pink rose. All right. And then, oh, Marissa wanted blue too. Oh, sorry, Marissa. I didn't see that one. Hold on. There was somebody else that asked for one. Oh, yeah. And Bean, you wanted the pansies. Okay. Bean 1992. All right. Bean, I'm going to run yours in 1 second. Okay. Okay, Bean, yours is running right now. So Bean, that is for your ribbon. Thank you so much. And then Marissa, I'm gonna run yours. I'm gonna run another one for you and then we'll be done. Okay, guys? Let's see. Marissa, you wanted the blue. Oh, and Bean wanted pansies too. Shoot. Mm, 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 mm. Oh no, just 1 yard of the pansies. Okay, got it. Okay, sorry about that. I'm so sorry I missed you. I missed that request. I'll have these on my D-stash shows as well. The light blue, okay, let me run it because I can run it. So Marissa, this is gonna be for you running right now. And that's for the light blue, okay? It's the thick one, right? This guy? Okay. Alrighty, awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. If you guys want more trim from me, I definitely have more, and I have more in my D-stash shows for sure. So please feel free to come check me out. I appreciate all your support today and being in the show and staying on the raid train. Thank you again to What Doesn't She Do for her amazing coordination of this. And we are going to go see Creatively Inspired right now. If I can find her, hold on. Oop. It would help if I could spell. Okay, creatively inspire. Oh, nope. There we go. All right, awesome. We're on our way. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.